Yeah, bring us in.
Go for it. Bird Quest.
Bird
I thought that was
Quest.
all on there.
No.
Oh.
Bird Quest. Ooh. Right. So you guys return to Solnar, and you're just sort of like, milling about the city after returning an orb, wondering what the next adventure will be. And a brightly colored man jumps out at Eddie and goes, "Oh, what a beautiful bird! What a beautiful bird you have there, my friend."
Yes. Yes, indeed. He's a wonderful parrot, one of my closest allies and companions.
You would say you are a friend to birds.
I love birds. I know all 10 ways to make a bird love you, and I do it every day. Religious.
Incredible. You'll have to share your secrets with me one day. Please come with me. Let me show you my bird collection. Come. Yes.
Yes, I would love to see your bird collection.
And
I'm gonna go with him.
he takes you all to a nice little house, and it looks very plain and common on the outside, but when you walk in, it's one of those magic houses where the inside is larger. And on the inside is this huge sort of like bird forest. I don't know what to call them, like a butterfly house, but for birds.
Aviary, isn't that?
An aviary.
There we go.
Sure. That's a good word. I like that.
Bird place.
Lots of trees, lots of brightly colored birds. You see peacocks, and you see emus, and you see parrots, and you see macaws. There's a little icy area for penguins and puffins. Birds galore. Big Bird. Now, there is Big Bird. That's a good point. There's a large yellow bipedal bird walking around in there as well.
What kind of bird is that?
It's a big bird, my friend. That's a big bird.
It's some sort of like phoenix type bird. We don't know about.
I'd leave it alone. Sometimes it likes to teach you an alphabet, and I don't think you'd really enjoy that. He ties you down and points at letters. Anyways.
He said it's spelling.
He teaches children their letters by staring into their soul.
Psychically implanted into their heads.
Yeah, it's correct. We keep them in here so that it doesn't get loose to the public. But anyways, you seem like good adventurers, like strong adventurers. I have a task, one that would be for the benefit of bird kind. You see, there's a rare species of bird out on an island to the south, and I request that you go find it for me and bring back a mate for what I believe might be the last female of its species. Do you care to see it?
Eddie's yes, I would love to see that bird. I want to see it right now.
He brings you to a like area that's more like a laboratory building in the aviary, and you go inside, and there's like rows and rows of sick birds in cages that are being rehabilitated in various ways. And towards the back, there's more like a larger free roam cage where like birds that need to be kept away from, they're predator birds. They prey on other birds. And in there's just one bird, seems kind of sad and sickly and a bit small, black feathers, kind of like a crow or raven body. But the distinctive thing of it is its head is a snake. It's a snake bird.
That's effed up.
It's a snake bird.
We don't need no flying
Nerd.
snakes around.
It's a snake bird.
It's a nerd.
Where
It's
did
a
you
snake.
find this chimera?
It's a chimera. That's a very mean word. That's a bird. It's a very, very nice bird. See, and he like holds out his hand, and like this little snake tongue like licks the hand.
Eddie nods, and he says, "That's a good bird right there."
It's a good bird. And it like hops onto his finger and crawls up his arm and sits on his shoulder. Seems very nice. Like you're freaked out at it at first, but like, man, Craig's insight says that that's a good bird. Good intentioned, wholehearted bird right there.
Good bird.
It's very. I would love to try and breed and make more and make this a more common sight for those out in the world. And they are just so nice and so sweet. Occasionally, they can spit poison. They do have the capability. If you piss them off, they do like little tunes, and he like whistles a little tune, and it does the little snake head thing. But other than that, it would just be really nice, and I would be very grateful. I would tell your tales around town, and you would, of course, have your pick of bird supplies. And I see many of you don't have bird pets. You'd be more than welcome to find yourself an avian friend in my care.
That is offering us birds. What a nice guy.
We could use a vacation.
Be fun.
He points on a map. That's Bird Island right there. Bird Island. Dangerous jungle island. I can't ever go there myself. I've only ever been to more populated islands. I usually order, and they are brought to the docks of Solmar. But
have you sent adventurers here in the past, or are we?
Oh, absolutely not. Most adventurers don't care for my avian friends. They just walk past me when I talk to them in the streets. Also, not many adventurers in Solnar that are for hire.
Yes.
And even the ones that are for hire usually are a bit scrupulous, if you know what I mean. I'd already pay my dues to the protection of the thieves. So, not a lot of money going around.
I see.
Eddie,
Jokes.
is this something you must do?
Yes, we must save this bird species. We should go to the island, and we should save it. These are good birds. They deserve a chance at a future.
Can I roll a nature check or something? Is this a beast that I'm looking at?
Make a nature check. Or a survival check. I like survival.
Okay, that's better. Okay.
Eddie's going to draw in his notebook what this bird looks like, and he's going to write down notes about it, its characteristics, and along with other notes about other birds.
I got a 29.
It's either a beast or a monstrosity, and honestly, you're unclear of which.
Okay, with the 29, I'm pretty certain it's not a beast. All right, yes, we'll go get your chimera if it's cool with our captain.
Beast or monstrosity, It can definitely procreate. Was it still created in a wizard's lab, most likely?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. But if you find another one out there, you'll be able to make it a natural thing in the world. They seem nice. They don't seem angry.
What does it eat? Eddie wants to know what it eats.
Small rodents, normally, like most birds of prey. Same sort of range of food.
Snake-like diet.
Snake-like diets, yes. But
Did they have venom?
occasionally it spits back out like a pellet, like an owl.
Gotcha. Do they have venom?
No, they don't have venomous fangs. They have poison spitters.
Poison spitters.
They go spit, and then there's like a glob of poison that comes out. Not very big, but enough to maybe, hurt a little bit. Rash the skin.
More like an acid than a poison.
Sounds like
An acidic poison, yes, acidic poison. If consumed, would probably make tummy feel bad.
Yeah, but sort of not going to take down a room full of people.
No. Well, I mean, if you put it in a drink, it'll do pretty bad. You coat it on an arrow, probably also do pretty decent.
I like the sound of that. Can you extract this?
Of course, yes. Not a lot. I have 1 or 2 vials around here, and he goes into some. You guys, by the way, I didn't really like explain it good. You're like, I have it in my head. You're like in a veterinarian's office, right? Like really nice linoleum floors. It's literally a modern veterinarian's office
Bench with the paper on it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, there's like a little corner where with seats and some old Solnarian magazines and like one of those kid play things with like the wires and the movable blocks on the
And the
wires.
beads and the blocks. Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Art on a wall that has pictures of a bird with various fat levels that say this is a too fat bird,
Mhm.
this is a too skinny bird, this is the perfect size bird.
We've all got this in our heads now. Perfect. He goes into like a little cabinet, pulls out 2 vials of like greenish purple poison. And he goes, I've extracted these. He doesn't like it, and also she's very sad. It would be much easier if if we had more and they were living better lives. But so far, I have these single use poisons. If you would like to test them out, you seem like good adventurers. I would only sell these on the black market. So,
Yes, I was gonna offer to buy them.
I mean, if you would like to. No. Listen, if you promise to just take these and use them in your adventures to get me a bird, I'd say we'd call that even.
Indeed. I'll reach for him.
It's a DC 13 poison for 3d6 poison damage. Or half on a save.
Does it poison?
Yeah, it's yeah. Yep, and it also
Nice.
apply a poison effect on a failure. But on a success you don't.
That's fantastic.
They're single use and they last for an hour once applied.
Hey, Sean,
Yes.
I have a sense of how long it
2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks to get there by boat. Longer if you follow the coast. Yeah, because I would say it takes a little more than a month to sail from to Fleshberg from Solnar.
I'm guessing this island, there's times it's in the storm and times it's not.
The storm actually usually stops on land, so there's actually it's probably more like this.
Okay.
So
But
there's
you said it's been known to
edges
whip
of there.
out some edges and stuff sometimes, right?
Yep. Specifically in this northern area up here, like this bay, this up here. The merfolk capital. Okay. He waves you out of the veterinarian's office. He goes, okay. You all have great time. You know where to find me. Thank you for taking this mission. I will speak highly of you, of course, when talked about in social circles. Have a good day.
I'm not sure if that last
Thank you,
part
my man.
is going to be of benefit to us or not.
Do you have a cage for us before we
Oh,
go?
yes. What a smart young lad you are. And he goes back and gets a wicker basket, essentially, and hands it to you.
Full instrument?
Huh?
Like a Gertie? What are
Oh, a hurdy-gurdy?
yeah,
No,
hurdy-gurdy.
I have this banjo with only 3 strings. Here you go. If you play
And I
this,
see it's parrot themed.
yes, it's a parrot. Good, yes. And he hands that to you. If one of you plays this while the other one carries the basket, the angry bird snake most likely won't spit at you. It'll do a little dance. It'll get to the other parts when it gets back here.
Wonderful. All right. Thank you very much, sir. I will find this last mate if it is the last thing I do.
For wow, no, we must leave now. And you see the big birds walking with a very determined glare at you guys, and quickly like pushes you out the door. And you hear the beginnings of counting as the door shuts and all sounds.
He knows I can't read. Quick.
He knows.
He can sense your lack of literacy, my friend. You must leave. You must leave.
It is a poison to him.
Right. Bird quest acquired.
All right.
Any oh,
Eddie will disappear for just a couple minutes going into the shops, and you'll come back in he's wearing like a South African English explorer jungle garb. You know, the thing with the tan hat and all the pockets and the tan
Yeah.
shorts. You know, the thing?
yeah.
He's doing that. He's ready for Bird Quest.
Okay. Literally looks like an African English jungle explorer. Any preparations the party wants to make? Any shopping the party wants to make before setting sail?
Pick up spell components.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, do that. That's great. Just whatever you want. It'll whatever you need. What do you need? You need four or five ivory strips.
Yeah.
How like fancy do you want those to be?
No, it doesn't really need to be too.
You can find super not fancy ones anywhere. A investigation check will require semi fancy ones. Just poached strips of ivory. We can find that
Yeah,
easily.
it's supposed to be 50 gold each, so
Mm-hmm.
at least. So try and find something fairly nice. So I don't know like what kind of shops we've got in the area, but I would assume that being a cleric and being a very cleric heavy city,
Mhm.
there are probably magic component stores, spell component stores
Mhm.
that cater to clerical spells, fine spells. So
Mhm. There's
probably
artisans. There are like guild artisans. Less shops, more artisans that work for the houses. So you can head into there, and instantly you come across, lots of incense, various cut gems, ivory. Much less so. There's some like uncut ivory. You can find a handful of pieces of like discarded ones. None of them are tailored to a twilight cleric. It's a lot of light. It's a lot of like symbols of the sun, and other such things on these ivory pieces. But you can come across 450 gold strips of ivory in here that
Okay.
are of decent make.
Probably will be in Post Ophiel's area,
Okay.
looking at what we got. Because conversion is going to definitely avoid House Narvos, and don't really need to go see any of the others. And I think Ophiel is probably
So the Ophiel's patron deity is the Everlight. So it's a lot of kind of the same, a feminine figure with light beams around them on the ivory.
okay.
You
Yeah,
do
conversion's
see,
okay with that.
yep. You do see while you're in like their area, their district, two women that look to be almost identical, with one of them their hair in braids and the other's ponytail. Asimar, of either half elf or just fair human, unclear. Both of them wearing like leathers. They have daggers. One of them has a rapier, and they are going from door to door in the sort of lower district as you're going through the House Ophiel stuff. And they have this sort of, not a huge procession, but like a cart with some servants that are handing them bread and cheese, and they go to the door and hand out goods.
Okay.
And that's like the only thing going on as you're like in the House Ophiel area of Solmine. Right. Anything else? You got your ivory? Any other spell components?
I'm just trying to think of like what other one stuff.
The only thing I would need is probably something I'd be able to get at a magic shop as well, but an object with the image of a dragon engraved on it worth at least 500 gold.
The image of a dragon worth at least 500 gold.
Who's to say
Honestly,
what's worth?
honestly,
When it comes to
no.
art. I could
Yeah,
carve a dragon into a piece of wood for you, and we can appraise it ourselves.
Only thing, the only people who would probably have something like that is House Dumas.
Dude.
Now you can commission pieces, and they'll be ready when you get back. But just laying around art pieces of dragons for 500,
Yeah.
probably only with the higher houses, and even then, probably the only house that in recent memory has slain a dragon.
Fair. No, that's okay. I mean, we have people here that can work with stone and other stuff. We'll just make our
Wait,
own.
I have an idea. You could take 500 gold pieces, and then Clarny could forge it into a dragon.
Clarny can only forge 100 gold pieces at a time.
He could forge 5 separate pieces of the dragon that fit together.
Like a puzzle.
Yes.
Voltron dragon.
And then we could paint
It's the
it.
five
mechs.
pieces of Exodia dragon.
Would that work, Shot?
No.
No,
Oh,
damn.
Why not?
But it's 500 gold pieces, and it's a dragon.
Doesn't it say it has to be engraved with the image of a dragon?
Yeah, we can literally just melt down 500 gold into like a bar, and then just kindergarten grate a knife
Yeah, well,
onto
I'm
it.
telling you, he can only work at 100 gold at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. Or we could just
Commission it.
duct tape them together and then put on a drawing
You
of a
get it
dragon.
commissioned. Just when we get back, you'll
Yeah,
get it.
yeah.
Yes.
Fair.
Okay, so how much gold do you want to spend? How many of these do you want to commission?
Oh well, we have what? How much from our previous thing?
You have a lot
Yeah.
of money. How many of these do you want commissioned?
Does it use it up?
I don't know.
It would say
Oh.
which the spell consumes after it.
Oh yeah, let me take a look then real quick.
Also 500 gold to 500 pounds.
Doesn't seem to say it gets used
One
up.
gold isn't 1 pound.
Then you need one. Then you need a
Yeah, I would need one.
Doesn't say it's consumed. Then you only need one. Okay, so mark off 750 gold. 500 for the materials, and 250 for the artisan's time and effort. And
Oh,
that
you're
will
right.
be here when you get back to Solmar.
All right, cool.
Uh,
To retcon that, then we'll just say that the first time I summoned in the dragon was just my powers activating with that spell for the first time, and I can't replicate it without the thing.
Uh-huh.
Yep. Boom.
Not the fact that you wanted a dragon to fight the dragon. No, definitely not.
I heard you like dragons, so I brought a dragon to the dragon fight to fight the dragon.
Right. Anything else? Anybody else?
Yeah, I think there is one thing.
All right. Eddie, did you mark 10 gold off, by the way, like I told you to?
Oh, mark off 10 gold.
Funny thing is, I was gonna try to find poison.
I will have a commission made
Okay.
for a German.
So how many of they're
least-
1,000 gold, right?
So for the component, I'll have one of them commissioned.
Okay. So
Unless it's something that's available.
I would say not. I would say those are bought very heavily and commissioned constantly by the great houses. I would 1250, 250 once again for time and labor. Resources are not hard to come. Right. That will also be here when you get back from the island. Anybody else? Anybody else? Okay. And with that, you like normal for ships leaving Solnar, you have your sort of like provisions stocked by the dock workers of Solnar, and you guys head out to sea once more with the whole party. The two bat villains recluse into a dark part of the ship to talk about bat problems in their weird. They both just turn into bats and go downstairs and echolocate, talk to themselves. Right.
Me and Chad have tornado sirens going off.
Yeah, this is actually the second time it's happened
Yeah.
for me.
Fun.
How
I think
close are
it's fine.
One, for me, it is potentially maybe have to go.
Okay.
Give me. Well, I'll sit in. I'm listening.
Yeah.
I'll let you guys.
Well,
if I drop out,
if the stream dies, we know why.
Yeah, I'm
You'll know
good for
why.
now, I think.
I'm in the red square. Let's just put it that way. I think Nick knows what that means.
That's a dangerous place to be.
I'm gonna go off a limb and say not the safest place to be.
Right. Umalatar. You were working as a nice little warehouse person, just making a couple gold. You know, finding a place in the world in your new life. And one of the big burly dock workers accidentally knocked you into a pickle barrel, and the lid was closed on you. And then it was put on a ship, and the ship's now at sea. And who's the first person to go for a pickle, you guys? Show of hands. Who goes for the pickles first?
Gotta be Eddie.
I also
gonna say,
thought it was going to be Eddie as well.
Yeah, I don't think that's much of a question.
All right.
Yeah.
I guess Eddie's feeling like he's having himself a pickle.
Eddie, you pop open the pickle barrel, and there's a very odd, large pickle in the barrel. If you would tell everyone what you look like, because your picture is terrifying.
Oh, I look like the picture. I am dragonborn-ish, might look a little bit more aquatic in some different ways, having probably grown some sort of gills, if you can see. But definitely copper, dragonborn. Not sure of gender, although there are breasts, exquisite breasts. Kind of scantily clad, like a little bit of light armor, so there's like leather here and there, but a flowing, like it's not even really dress, but like scraps for the skirt or anything there.
Right, Eddie. What do you do? There's a person in your pickle barrel.
There's a person in my pickle barrel. Well, I want to choose violence because this is a stowaway.
Yeah, this is a stowaway currently. No other. There is no other terms for it. Current stowaway.
Is the cover like pulled off,
Yeah,
or
yeah, you're there too. Yeah, you like wake up from a nap. You like consigned yourself to the barrel life until somebody came and got a.
Yeah.
You've eaten a bunch of pickles.
And he's gonna tell his parrot, "Help me!" Right?
Okay, the bird flies away, just yelling, "Help me!"
And Eddie's gonna say, "All right, so would you get in this net for me?"
I just look at Eddie and go to pat him on the shoulder. I don't know if you do anything.
Is that like a no pat or a yes?
I'm
pat?
like 6'5" as well.
You're like saying, "Well, Eddie could grapple you." He's
Oh, I
sizing
know,
you
I
up.
know, I know. I'm just like letting you know. So I go to pat him on the shoulder and say, "Thank you. I don't think I was supposed to be in there. Where are we?" And I just start to walk out like the ship, completely ignoring what you just said.
A lot of pickles are being left on the floor.
Cool.
As
Eddie's staying close behind him, and
Okay.
he's got his chain out. He's
So
ready.
up on deck, Craig, you're up in the crow's nest. Conversion's like at the wheel doing captain things. I don't know what Clarny does on the ship or Narvos, but you guys, a large dragon creature, stinking of brine, dropping pickles from their like behind them. And Eddie quickly behind with an aggressive, "I want to grapple this person" look.
I'll come down there.
Dragon was in our pickle jar.
Pickle
That's-
dragon?
Pickle dragon.
Hello.
You try to stop me, or you just say hello. I just walk past you. Like I'm kind of like looking around, investigating things, giving myself a tour of the boat.
You look out of the ocean. There's just a shoreline, a couple 100 feet there. Solnar is nowhere to be seen. Boat's just happily sort of like trundling along.
I sigh. Where are we going?
What is your name?
Umalatar.
Welcome to the Underark. I go back in the crow's nest.
Do
Craig
you speak common?
says hi.
I don't think these people speak common.
You all speak common.
You speak common. Okay.
Yeah, no, we speak common. I'm still up in the
Where
crow's nest. I didn't come
Where are
down.
we going? I was going to land, and now we're back out to sea on a boat.
Yep. We're going to one of the islands.
Why?
Catch a bird.
Okay. That's something you do often.
Nope.
When birds need catching.
Only once before.
Well, I'm Umalatar. I guess I've joined you on your boat. Is this your home?
Sort of.
More or less, maybe.
Am I intruding?
Get this boat.
You're on the boat.
Right, disconnect. Okay. I'll thank you. And then Umalatar just turns to start touring the boat again.
Right. Disconnected dragonborn creature. Are we accepting it on the ship? Just like hand it a roll, tell it not to fight people, and call it a day.
Yes, so don't fight people. Give them a fishing rod. Say catch fish, don't fight. That be that.
I just saw he wasn't aggressive, so I didn't want to deal with it. I really like looking at the waves.
Several days pass by. Very calm. You pass by. Oh, sorry.
Does Umladar know how to sail? Are they familiar with the boat? They immediately out of their
On a boat, nothing at all on a boat, but strangely knows lots about water, like fishing and everything. When you hand them a fishing pole, they're just like using different cantrips like shape water or mage hand and literally just like going for fish. Or Eldritch Blast to like actually skewer and force the fish out of the water.
Okay.
So it seems very
much more like a grenade.
You should just explode the fish.
They're
You
like
wouldn't grab it.
It does not work like that. It's just red paste.
But grasping Eldritch Blast can help. Because
So
it's not
you-
like it.
You make the red mist come towards you.
If you're going for a big fish, it's just going to be paste every time you hit it.
That's true. It does depend on the fish size. Like in my head, Eldritch Blast is the size of most fish.
Oh yeah. There's not going to be much left of it, but there'll still be food.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I've nailed Carney's ear to the wall above Clarney's bed.
That's
Just as a reminder, as soon as we can do anything about it. You know?
So upsetting.
that. Oof.
We'll fix you soon, my buddy.
So upsetting. So what do we need? 7th level spells for that? Is that
Yes.
the goal?
That's
Yeah.
what lays out.
Almost there.
One day. Right. You guys travel on the boat. Any downtime activities anybody would like to do?
Bird training.
Bird training. Okay. What kind of bird training?
Could it be anything else? It's
We got down going to a specific person and coming back, didn't we?
I think so. I think I did green light that.
So now I want to work on mimicking directly what I say.
So very difficult.
Yeah, but I say like I give a command word like repeat, and then I say a phrase.
Do you want it to sound like it's you saying it?
No. It can be the bird's voice.
Okay.
It doesn't have to mimic voices. Yeah, we can learn that later. But right now it's just basically bird can repeat a message.
Okay.
I don't know how you want to do this. I could roll for like a success, or I could roll for how many words I could get the parrot to say.
No. Right now we're just trying to teach it the command. So that's just an animal handling check. Do you teach it the new trick? Does it understand the new command word?
Gotcha. Got a 7.
Yeah, it does not understand the new command word. You can
We'll keep trying.
keep trying. For the rest of you, the things of note. Further you go south, the less trade ships you see heading to and from Solnar, the less sort of like Solnar Navy ships you see patrolling the waters. 2 ships of note. One is a what probably is a pirate ship that trails on the outskirts for about an hour or two, but then the sails disappear again. And then much closer at a certain point, not on like a tracked to intercept you or anything, it just sailed close enough that you could, like, with a spyglass, see the people on the boat. Is an Olesian trade ship. It's like oddly risen in the water. A thing to note about Olesian ships: they sit rather high in the water because they don't need food or water. Filled with skeletons. Lots of the dead roaming the top of the ship. Looks like it's sailing to Solnar. Right. What's the plan for this bay?
Probably go straight
Go straight
across
through.
east.
All right, so it's
rather
at
than
this
follow
point
through.
that I would like some sort of check. Ship handling check, navigation check.
Is that
Do
survival?
Carney, or Clarney, because he's driving, right? What would it be? Dexterity and proficiency, because he knows how to drive boats.
Yeah, you've got water vehicle proficiency, Clarney.
Oh yeah, absolutely, dude.
So go ahead and roll for me let's make it a dexterity check. I don't know. I think it actually might just be a D20 with double proficiency. I think is actually what it is. That's what I want. I don't want to actually like some sort of stat roll. I want a D20 with double proficiency.
You said that's a dexterity check?
No,
Just a
it's
D20 plus 8.
Oh, D20 plus
D20 plus 8?
Yeah.
So that's going to be 27.
Okay, yeah, well,
We got a fucking robot engine.
puts a motorboat in the back of the boat just to make sure that the steering is good. Falls apart at the end of the bay. Pollutes the waters.
We'll kill the mer people slowly over time with oil.
Druid sad.
And you guys sail the rest of the way to Bird Island. You guys, normal status quo, I assume. Anchor the ship offshore, take a longboat in.
Yeah, does the storm look close at all?
No.
Good.
No, you see the clouds in the distance, but not like it's like inland.
I want to scope out a spot for us to pull the rowboats up to. That's safe.
The image I can best give is like the scene from the road to El Dorado. It's like really nice white beaches, like almost no rocks, a couple rocky areas, but like the beach itself is like really fine, bright white sand, and then just trees, just a wall of jungle.
Umalatar would prefer to swim than take the rowboat if there isn't anything attacking us.
Nope.
Meaning they just jump in.
Nope, nothing's attacking you.
Eddie has 1 foot raised at the front of the boat, and the other one back. He's doing that thing, where you're at the front of the boat and you're looking forward. He's doing that.
Well, we could probably just take one rowboat.
I mean, I can just throw out a boat.
Oh yeah, let's try it out.
Yeah, let's go for it. I will deploy my boat in the bigger of the two. To get all this in there.
Where are you doing this?
Off the side of the boat.
In
the boat, just
Are you
boom.
holding it the right direction?
I know how boats work. I know how a boat boats.
You just say boat, I choose you, and throw it into the ocean.
I mean, I do.
Okay, so you say the second command word, and then do what? So you have a boat in your hand. You're standing on your boat.
Yes.
And you say the second command word, which is, ship or whatever.
Can't you throw it first?
Nope.
Yeah, well.
Oh. What are you supposed to do with the item?
Yeah,
maybe not use it when you're on another boat.
Well, you can hop in the rowboat, put it over the edge.
Yeah.
And then break that boat.
Just jump in the water and just float there.
Screw it. We're going with the boats we already have. We'll deal with this later.
All right. See my necklace here. It's not complicated. Watch this. Try to grab me.
I mean, I guess he could speak it and then chuck it as it.
That's
as
what I
it
was thinking.
grows.
Yeah.
Does it say that I have to have hands on it?
No, it just says each requiring you used an action to speak it, but it needs to hear you. So you chuck it and you have, 0.2 seconds before you're out of earshot.
Or I just yell, scream it, and make it super. Yeah, I just make it super dramatic.
Sure, yeah, and then it lands right on you still. It's meant to be used on another boat. That's not the point.
All right, this boat is our contingency plan if we run into pirates and this boat gets taken out.
Yeah.
We'll
bring
leave it at
with
that.
You, and if we need if our rowboat's been destroyed or something, then we can walk out there and activate it. And we'll be all right.
That's how I'll win a fight.
Do we think that Dragonborn's going to be okay? They haven't surfaced.
Oh, I mean, if not, I don't know.
I'll make my way back.
No, I mean, you're still heading there, right?
What's that?
Aren't you heading from the boat to the island still?
Yeah, I don't know how long it took. I have a 40-foot per second swim speed, so probably there and back again.
You're just doing laps around
We're
the boat.
A while.
Probably made it out.
Or per turn, I should say.
We're like 200 feet out at least.
Yep. Yeah, you guys get in the rowboat. Eddie doing his best George Washington impression. You guys beach the rowboat on the jungle shores. I guess that's where we'll take a break. That seems like a good spot, I guess.
Okay. There's an ocean now.
Right. So you guys find yourselves on a well, right now it'd be like more like a really nice sandy white beach, like Caribbean beach. There is very noticeably an old, well-worn but very small path that winds its way through the jungle that you can see the entrance to on the beach.
Do I trust it?
What does that mean? It's a
We
path.
trust it.
Is it a path created by people, or
Yeah.
is it something
Yeah.
that's trying to
It
trick
looks
us?
it looks like is this jungle a mimic?
Yeah, something like that.
No, it looks like it was like created by a humanoid, by a semi-intelligent, at minimum, creature that has kept and maintained this path for a while at the smallest level that seems possible. Like, it seems to be trying to disturb the least amount of the nature as possible. Not in a way to try and hide it, but just to mitigate the damage.
All right, I think we could stay on the path. At least it gives us a way back.
Are we hiding from someone, or are we hunting?
We're looking for a bird, well, a chimera.
Eddie creates an echo.
To
Eddie
eat the
puts his
bird?
mind into the echo. And Echo's going down the path 1,000 feet ahead.
Does Eddie tell us this? Or does he
Eddie
just go
goes
boom?
blind and deaf, still in the position that he was in on the boat, and you watch an echo pop out and begin walking towards the path.
This Echo is zooming, by the way.
Oh, you're gonna sprint? And he like full on books it straight to the path.
What's the worst that's going to kill an Echo?
Okay, Eddie's gonna let them know we're here, so let's all hang out for a sec.
You follow this path. Your echo has just enough weight and sort of like bearing in the world, I believe, to like every once in a while push a branch, move some leaves, but like there's never like a snapping of a twig. And you go running, and the path, goes through the jungle for a while. There's a lot of like movement in the trees, birds flying by. At full sprint, you never really get a moment to see any of the birds, but like this is a very lively jungle.
All right, but 1,000 feet in. And
1,000 feet in, and you're just 1,000 feet into the jungle.
nothing's popped out and tried to kill me.
Nothing's popped out to try and kill you, but you're also a shadow.
But do they know I'm a shadow?
And nothing has popped out to try and eat you, Eddie.
I took some charcoal and gave Eddie eyeliner while he couldn't feel it.
Cool.
I can still feel it. I'm
No,
like,
you
what
can't.
feeling? No, I'm blind and deaf. I still have touch.
I thought all your senses went into the echo.
No, he does feel you put charcoal on his face.
What the fuck are you doing? I'm popping my conscious back. I assume my body's just covered in dicks now. I say first 1,000 feet is clear. And I begin wiping the dicks off.
No, it's just eyeliner. I thought it looked cool in golf.
Your hands are covered in black smudge.
Thanks, guys.
Right. So, walking down the path is a single file path through the jungle. So what's the marching order, everybody?
Cody.
Cody in the lead.
Let me go first.
Frank
Oh, well, thank you.
in the lead.
And then, unless anyone speaks up, Umalatar just goes right in after.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I'll follow. Be like in the middle.
Look at Clarity. One of us. I figure one of us will take.
Well, I was going to say, I've got very high. Well, we always neglect my high perception and insight, so I can take the rear.
Yeah, I think
Just
Clarny
saying.
and the Rear is a real good choice.
Plus, I've got my giant earth board.
So you're just just longboarding through the jungle.
Think of it like it's like just above the ground, and think of it like almost like it's like churning, and I'm just like floating on
Yeah.
the ground. Yeah. Look,
Yeah.
yeah.
As a
Earthbender
dwarf,
business.
you know what? This is a great piece for you as a dwarf because you're like, I can even we're on the fucking boat. I have a piece of earth with me. Good. This is nice. Stone. I wonder. That'd be
Well,
something cool to do with your channel divinity. Is like use the channel divinity to like put metal and stuff on the earth board for the forge cleric.
Ooh, yeah.
Something to think about for downtime in the future.
I like that.
Right. Craig,
I'm never gonna actively
survival.
investigate anything. Just so you know.
This is fine.
Yeah, survival
is-
in the woods, that makes sense. But my passive investigation 16 now, which I really like and I'm happy about. Survival. Plus 12, 21.
21. Easy enough to pick this path. It was well caretaken. I don't know. It was well taken care of. Until rather recently, you think that there's new growth on the things that have been cut, and that it probably hasn't been cut in maybe a month or two. But this is probably like a century or more old, like hunting and or just like path through the jungle. It's been here long enough that many plants just have learned to not grow in this path and are like kind of bent and grow back into the jungle.
He's looking for snake birds.
I look back and I talk to Cody as we move along.
Okay.
Even though he doesn't ever talks back. I kind of like that.
Nope.
Cody knows sign language.
I don't know why I was apprehensive about this jungle. This is a nice path. I like this jungle.
Cody signs a reply.
I don't speak sign language, Cody.
Right. You guys, after it takes about an hour and a half of travel through the jungle. Can I get Constitution saving throws from everybody?
Is it hot?
It's hot. I mean,
Okay.
yeah, it's a jungle. Yeah,
That makes sense.
It's arduous. It's not a terribly high roll because you are on a path and not picking your way through the jungle in particular, but it's very humid.
I bet it's higher than 8, though. Yeah.
I bet it's higher than 8. Yeah.
Is there any like standing water other than what the ocean was around it?
There is like puddles.
Can I just be freezing puddles with shape water and use some of it as ice to cool myself?
Sure. You're still going to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, I was just hoping for even a +1 on it. 'Cause, yeah.
I rolled a 21. Just
Okay.
getting that out there now.
I got a 14. Belran got a 13.
Okay.
10 for Uma.
10 for Uma.
Eddie 24.
10 is good, actually, because it's a meets it beats it. So it's only Craig. Craig?
Oh, wasn't Narvo 7?
Oh, was
No,
Narva
it's 17.
Oh,
17.
I thought I heard a 7.
I did think the only one that was lower than a 10 was you. So you do take a tick of exhaustion.
The
Craig.
worst one is the first one, in my opinion, honestly.
Really? The abilities?
Yeah, like, that's all. That's what I am. I'm a scout.
I know. But after that point, you come across you hear it, of course, first, a decent river flowing through the jungle. And you approach it as you see here. There's a bunch of trees around you, a cut in the forest, and a river before you. You see, Craig, you can see that there is a downed tree in the river over here.
Craig's pulled his mask down and he's panting because he can't sweat anymore.
Can I also get a... I know you have a high investigation, so I think that's what
No, I
clues you
don't. I have a
into
high passive investigation.
Yeah, I know, a high passive, but that's what clues you in to try and investigate actively or ask somebody else to, but there's something weird around this riverbed.
Somebody go look at that
Footprints
over there.
of some sort.
One of you smart people, Novos, Eddie.
To go investigate something? That's not me.
We don't really have a great mind in this
No,
group.
no, we do not.
The
Captain.
parrot's kind of clever.
I'll take a look.
Thank you.
Convergent pushes past you guys, kind of breaks some branches as they go forward.
I go to tap Convergent's shoulder and
I'll be careful about it.
Yep. Do
Sorry,
you-
about breaking the branch.
oh, okay. Do you let me?
Yeah.
Okay. I cast guidance on you.
I'm gonna offer assistance by pointing it out.
Okay, yeah, I think that's good enough.
Down the tree here, and there's some goop, maybe? I don't know.
Go ahead and make me an investigation. Actually, you can do one of two things, Craig. You can make a survival check of your own, which is at disadvantage because of your thing. Or you can give advantage to...
I'll give advantage to Converge.
Okay.
If he can do survival, though, that'd be...
Survival will tell you what's in the water, like what you see in front of you. Investigation will give you the what happened. So whichever answer you're looking
Hidden
for.
investigation, Carl. You got advantage and a guidance. Should be good.
19.
19. There has been sometime recently in the past week, maybe a week or more, lots of foot traffic around this riverbed. And what you think might have been a fight. There is a broken wooden spear with a like stone. It's not obsidian. It's more like riverbed stone spear, and it's like almost covered in mud. It was very hard to spot, and there's lots of footprints.
All right. I'll fish it, pull it out. And
It's a like very, what's the word I'm looking for? Primitive, yeah, primitive spear. Like this, the shaft was cut from a large sapling that was like, you can see the hatch marks cutting it down, and the stone was chipped away until it came to this point. And it seems to have been cut by a very fine edge. It wasn't snapped. Something sliced it.
Do you have a sense of how old this is?
Very, like in the past week, it was dropped in that riverbed.
relatively recent. All right, keep an eye out for other foot tracks. Do I get a sense if any of them are booted or wearing soft shoes?
Most of them seem booted. And if you want to make a survival check is after what you like. What is it? You've gathered what happened. Now you're curious about what is it.
18.
18. The booted prints have an odd webbed design to them. And they all seem to be coming to and from the river. The tracks stop before where Craig is. They never entered the jungle on this side.
Okay. So somebody came up out of the river.
somebody came up out of the river. Multiple individuals based on the amount of like foot traffic. What makes this point noticeable based on what you've already seen is how many footprints are like repeatedly pressed into this area in a recent time. Whereas the path you've been coming down has been relatively like, old dirt road style.
Okay. How big is the river?
15, 20 feet. 15, 20 feet across. And 15, 20.
Does it look like deep enough to actually swim? Or does it
Yeah.
look like you can walk across?
No, this is just my inabilities with the table. It is deep enough where you will swim. Or if you're in heavy armor, walk. Mud.
Looking at that tree that's fallen across the river.
Yep.
Can I see where it's fallen over? Is it cut?
You can, from here, I do believe. No, you cannot see the end, but it is a fallen tree in the river.
All right, guys. Looks like Umladhar, you seem familiar with living in the water.
Oh yeah.
Do you know who would have with?
I'm assuming no, Sean, but let me
Yeah.
know if there's
Yeah, you lived on an island, right? Like above land?
Nope.
No?
Underground caverns in the ocean, probably some that were mostly flooded,
Was
kind of
it-
underdark.
Was it in the south of the continent of Solnar?
I didn't have a specific area or whatever, so I didn't know what they were connected to necessarily, but close enough to where it's swimmable. So let's say 20 to 50 miles.
So, probably not. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no. You have no idea.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Probably the merfolk.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Probably a good bet.
The merfolk are after the snake. They probably hunted them to extinction and want to eat the last one as a rare delicacy. We have to stop them.
Eddie's been reading too many books.
I think that is completely right.
These nefarious mer people must be stopped.
Did I see any other like non-booted, non these
It's
footprints
really
that weren't these weird?
It's really difficult to tell, and with an 18 survival, it is inconclusive.
Okay. All right, we got choice. Go swim the river here or take that tree.
How far across is the river?
20 feet.
20?
Yeah, but it looks pretty deep.
Did you say 20?
Yeah.
It is 20 feet, yes.
Oh, you're not good swimmers.
He's just gonna to the other side, just like that.
He's going to leap.
He's going to place an echo over there and then swap.
I can swim fine. I'm just gonna walk across the bottom.
Craig, can I get a... I'm going to be super kind. Say a strength saving throw instead of an athletics check,
Oh, okay.
which is the best I can offer you under the circumstances.
Yeah, I appreciate it. That makes it a 16.
16, I'm going to say that's good enough. You have, with a 16, though, you do have a brief moment of like, I am to my waist in mud right
I'm gonna get out on the
And you
other
pulled out.
side and say, "Be careful if that's your approach."
You all prefer walking rather than swimming? Is that right?
I'm just
I
not.
could
A bit.
I'm not buoyant.
just
If,
place
if
my
any-
boat across the river.
If anyone has trouble getting across, Eddie will also just walk out onto the water, since Eddie can walk on water, and you'll just help him across.
Just gonna start doing shape water and freezing the different pieces as I
Narva,
go.
are you gonna take your rowboat over by yourself?
Just a lonely one.
Do you want
Yeah,
Convergent? You let Convergent get on and Velran?
Yeah, I was gonna say either that or I can make a bridge out of my bigger boat.
That'd be kind of funny. Clarny, what's your plan?
Can I just like go through with my thing? Can it just like I might sink, but would it just like take me through like the riverbed?
Can you breathe underwater, Clarny?
Oh, is it that deep?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
But
I'll
you
just
can.
carry him.
It's gonna go
Carry 'em.
fast, right? Like
Do what?
his board goes fast enough that he'll just get out on the other side.
Oh,
Not even.
you could do the burrow thing of your board.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna burrow under the river.
Nice.
We're gonna roll a
Okay.
breach check. Right? I'm going to roll a D100, and on a 90 or above, the bed breaches.
Before you make this decision,
Nice.
Eddie is crazy strong
Nice.
and can just carry you.
It's too late. Behind you on the other side, burrowing back out is Clarny.
You got him
And I say
burrowing,
knife as I
them
come
taking a boat. He's trying to freeze it so people can walk across. Eddie's just walking across it. I'm already on the other side.
It takes like 2 seconds to freeze. Like it's
Umatar walks over with ice. Ekodi follows on the ice. And then the boat brigade.
He's going back to
Looking at
bird
things.
watching.
probably 30 seconds to a minute to freeze most of it.
Right. And we are across. We are across the river, everybody. And can I get an investigation check from Eddie?
Hot.
Everybody's like excited and like, man, that was a good I mean, and like next to the ocean crack, not ocean, but the river crack, it's a bit more tolerable because you have like the water splashing from the tide. Not the tide, but the
15.
current. 15 up in the trees, Eddie. You spot it. You spot the head as it disappears behind the branches. The elusive snake bird
Nerd.
is up in these branches.
And he's going after it.
Okay, Eddie. Like everybody's like excited from getting over the bridge, and Eddie just books it into the jungle off the path.
Wait,
He's
Eddie,
done.
wait.
What?
Come here.
The bird's right over. He's right up there.
Never mind.
You see it flies to another tree.
Go get it.
Eddie books it, and Cody's close behind.
Okay, what's everybody else doing in this instance? You guys have just made it over. Some of you like deep breaths. Narvos is folding the boat back up, doing some origami. What's everybody
Origami.
doing?
I'm
As
gonna-
Eddie.
I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals on myself.
Okay. That's what Craig does. And I assume you were like over there.
Then I follow Eddie, not going
Yeah.
running or nothing.
I'm gonna scan the jungle, look for
Okay, so that's what we'll come back to that. Roll your perception check. Narvos, what are you doing?
Dying. I'll be assisting with the perception check
Okay, so do that at advantage.
after I finish my Bodogami.
And then Clarny and Umalatar.
I'm
And I
just
don't wanna- Go ahead.
watching Craig and Eddie kind of like sitting in the same exact spot that I'm at.
22.
Okay, a 22. Right, I need a roll. Where's my dice? There. You rolled a 18? 15?
Who? Conversion?
Yeah,
I
conversion.
think it was higher than that.
Yeah.
I did 22.
22. So in the jungles, in like the shadows that are placing, you see several large creatures just roaming on like the treetops, watching. There's probably a dozen.
Kind of looking them over, watching to see. I'll start watching them, and I'll mention to Velvaran to watch the river.
I mean, I've definitely seen these creatures too, yeah?
Yeah. I mean, you just can tell there's movement in the trees as much as conversion has.
Do I get a sense that these are the ones that we're with? So
You have no idea. You have no idea. And just real quick, with the perception, you can see that on this side of the river, the boots continue down the path and get much less visible about here when the water from the river has abated. And they look like they head in that direction.
He wants to throw a net at the bird.
Okay. Go ahead and throw a net at the bird, Eddie.
That is a 21 to hit.
Sure, that hits the bird.
The bird is now in the net, and Eddie's going over to it.
Okay.
He's using his echo to teleport under it, so he catches the bird.
Okay. Eddie throws net, catches bird.
Hey, somebody play the banjo. Play the banjo.
Who has the banjo, Eddie?
Did anyone bring the banjo?
Somebody's got it. I mean, conversion or Narvos is the only charisma person we really have. So
This is true. Yeah.
Narvos, are you playing the banjo?
Yes, I am now playing the banjo.
Okay, so that's what Narvos and Eddie are up
I'm still
to.
watching the treetops, and I want to say we're not here for any trouble.
It's at this point that I need everybody to roll initiative, as it's not an ambush, like you've just been hunted. And from the shadows and like the trees of the trees of the jungle, several large beasts jump at you. None of them wearing hobnailed boots. Jungle creatures.
Do these look like normal beasts?
No.
Oh, wow. They didn't seem like it.
A bird snake island, and so there's other weird things on here.
Looks like some animal snake animals.
I kind of have some.
Oh my god. I rolled a 1, a 2, a 3, and a 5.
Get out of here. And I was about to say, we actually have some variety in ours.
So goddamn shitty.
And then you still get bunched up.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
there's
funny.
like gaps between us, even. Like,
Yeah, there's
there's
pretty
room.
big gaps.
But you chose everyone under Casey.
And this guy goes.
These guys probably have pretty good decks. Some of them might go before Casey.
Sure. Conversion, you're up. You see them just like they're all up in the trees and stuff, and you're like, this is about the, you know the moment before tragedy strikes. You're like, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Let's see if I can give him a scare. Have I got a sense for what these things are yet?
Large beasts, large leopard, feline. You can see they're sort of like long bodies, but there's something wrong about them.
Okay.
And there's a lot of them.
They're not like tabaxi kind of thing.
No, they are very like lithe, muscular. You know, I mean, roll me a free perception check.
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, no,
I'm looking at the one off to the right.
Yeah. They're just, muscular predator creatures up in the trees.
Okay. Whichever one is like the closest,
Sure.
I will target that one with
Okay.
Sacred Flame. Try to do something big, flashy, and fiery, and scare them off. Okay.
Cool. So it will roll a dex save.
Yep. 16.
I got a 20, non-natural 20.
Okay.
So ducks out of the way and like goes into like the leap stance. Several of them seem to follow.
All right. Valren will go ahead and shoot the hand crossbow at one of the.
Okay. Turns, fires. It has disadvantage on its attack. Valorant has disadvantage on its attack.
21.
21 still hits it. Thunk.
Eight points of damage. DC 14 save.
DC 14 save. He failed. He got
The
a
note
9.
if it fails really bad,
If he fails really, is that all it says?
that's what my note says. I don't.
I have it. I have it. Did he get it below a 5?
He got a 5. I believe it's what's the DC 14? He rolled a 9, so it is 5.
He failed by 5 or more.
He failed by 5.
Yeah, he's unconscious.
Mhm.
It wakes up if it takes damage or another creature takes an action to shake it awake.
Well, he'll wake up. He'll wake up instantly then as he falls from the tree.
From the tree,
But
yeah.
you watch as two creatures turn into one and falls down from the tree.
They turn into one?
There was 2 creatures up in this tree, and when this one gets shot, there's only one, and it falls to the ground.
Have I ever seen anything like that before?
No.
Weird.
Right. Eddie's turn. Eddie, you've got a bird in your hand. Wicker basket full of bird snake. I'm going to say Narvos is playing, so there isn't a roll against you. What do you want to do?
Eddie is going to put the bird in the wicker basket.
Already done.
All right, done there. Cool.
Oh no, you had it in a net. You do need to put it in the wicker basket.
Yeah,
You're
so
right. That is your
that'll be
action.
my action to put it into.
Your action is to put it in the wicker bag.
All right.
Does he get any sort of bonus because I'm playing a banjo?
No, it's not trying to kill him because you're playing the banjo.
Gotcha. Fair enough.
Eddie is then going to walk.
You just like have that. You see Conversion do something, Valran do something, and you're like, oh, it's going down. Something's going down.
I feel like I should put the wicker basket on the other side of the river.
Okay. Well, shift so you can see the river better.
Is there anything on the other side of the river, or does it look okay over there?
I mean, you look over and you see the jungle, that you don't see anything. But like you do a quick 360 around you, Eddie, and you don't see any trouble.
Well,
But you
I
do
guess-
see Velran and Conversion like get into trouble over there.
cool. Eddie's going across the river, but Cody's staying here.
Okay. How are you getting back across the river? Huh? Oh, you have water walking.
Yeah. Just walking across the river.
Push through. I'm going to say this was difficult. 5. Okay, so you get to the edge of the river.
All right.
That ice path actually stays for an hour, or at least it says the ice unfreezes
Well,
it for an hour.
that depends on how he wants to take it. Do you want to go
Yeah,
straight
I'm
to the
saying-
river, or do you want to go back
Which way will get me further away?
straight through?
Yeah, I'll go straight through then. And Cody's got his chain out and he's swinging it and he's ready to rumble.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Narvos, you're playing the banjo, and Eddie with the bird pushes into the jungle about 15 feet.
Cool. Feel like I should keep on playing the banjo because otherwise attacks will happen fit. So I'm
So you
gonna walk. Yeah, I guess the ice thing.
Okay, you're gonna go to the ice.
Now in Sea of Thieves, you can stop playing the banjo and the snake won't bite you for a while. Is that gonna
that
be how?
might not be how this works here. It might be you need to keep Narvos in range of you to keep that thing from biting you when the round comes back around. Right. Anything else, Narvos?
I mean, is playing the banjo counting as like an action for me?
I want a performance check from it.
That can work.
Snake like it.
Does the snake appreciate the music? Do your friends appreciate the music?
18.
He appreciates it no matter what the check is.
I think everybody can appreciate it. You like tense up the banjo playing. You like make it go a bit faster as you see a battle start to commence.
Music begins playing.
Right.
You know, a lot of people are inspired when they hear music in battle.
Next up is this guy. He's gonna be fine. Not really. 20. Run straight for. So 2 of them seem to run out and go straight for a Cody. And kills a Cody.
Well, they have to roll to hit.
I did. It was a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that would do it.
And then he kills a Cody. 40 feet. So it moves to the next target, which is Craig. Craig, 2 of these beasts come at you. They have 6 legs and 2 weird snake tentacles flying behind them. They are like black leopards. They're very dangerous. They're super big. And one of them's trying to hit you. A 27.
Oh,
No,
yeah, that's gonna hit.
25. 25, but still hits.
Mm-hmm.
You take 6 bludgeoning damage and 6 piercing damage as one of the tentacles with like these like pads of sharp points smacks you. Is now going to make a third and final attack, trying to bite you. But that misses. An 11.
Yeah.
Two jaws try and close in around you, and you skate past both of them.
Ooh.
Next up is Clarny.
Am I in melee?
No.
Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna throw a hammer at it.
Yeet.
I'm gonna swing this thing.
Bonk.
That's not good. Does an 8 hit?
No. And you have
Oh, no.
disadvantage. So
Oh no.
that definitely misses.
Yes, okay.
Yes, everybody has disadvantage when you swing for them.
That's all I can do. That's my one
Okay.
weapon.
That's your action. We move on. Craig, you're in melee, which is right where you want to be.
I love it. I'll disengage. Bonus
Okay.
action.
Perfect.
Move over here by Casey. Is that one over there just one cat?
So this one down here is one.
Yeah, I'll shoot it.
Single cat prone on the ground. You have disadvantage because it is prone.
Bitch.
Rules.
Disadvantage 'cause it's prone. I hate that.
I know.
Yeah, I'll still shoot it.
Kick it while it's down.
That's a 21 or no 20.
Yeah.
20 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Right. And we will throw some bugs at that. And we're looking at 14 damage.
Cool. Great.
I'll shoot the other one.
Okay, this one now?
Yeah, I just want them both to know that we can hurt them. And hopefully they'll just leave us alone. And I rolled double 13 plus 11, so.
That hits.
And that will be 10 damage.
Awesome possum.
As I
Arrows stick out of them. They seem very muscly.
In beast talk. Stand down.
In beast talk. Awesome. You're you're a ranger. You were taught these creatures are monstrosities.
Yeah.
These are not beasts. They don't understand me. Fuck.
Mm-hmm. Bitch. All right, that's me.
My calling that bird a chimera might not have been much of a lie. This is a damned place. Right. After Craig is Umalatar.
To remember my push to talk. How many?
You see two directly in front of you, and they're same thing though, Craig. When you shot this second one, the two reverted to one.
Oh, okay, and it's just one over there now.
So now there's just one out here.
Cool.
It looks like one of them gets sucked into the other one.
Okay, so I just see those two right there.
Correct.
In that case, I am just going to, cast Eldritch Blast at the one that's directly in front.
Okay.
I think that's 2 different beams and 2 attack rolls.
Yes.
Yep. That. Oh, it's supposed to be plus another 5. 10 to hit or
no.
Oh, and I did not roll correctly for what the hell? Why is that? Oh, it didn't hit enter. Okay, give me a second. One of them was a 16, so it was a 23 to hit.
Yes.
I don't know why I'm having so much trouble. And the other one was a 9, so it didn't hit.
No.
Okay. 8 points of force damage.
Okay.
And then as a bonus action, I'm going to make a tentacle appear next to it. Oh, we'll have that once reduced by that speed reduced by 10. Do that once per turn with Eldritch Invocation.
Okay.
Turn. And then the tentacle will take an attack. $17 to hit.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Smack.
It's yep, just 1d8 cool. And its speed is again reduced by 10, so total of reduced by 20.
Okay. Anything else? It has been hurt. It has taken
6 cold is what that was.
Okay.
But that's it for me.
It has taken a little bit of damage. It looks kind of like a bit frayed, but still very muscular and 6-legged. Okay. This guy gets up, turns, fights Conversion. Okay. Leaps out of the jungle and attacks. Oh. Attacks Valran. And we'll deal with those two first. First one, the one that uses half its movement to get up. A tentacle. I think 18. 18 Conversion. First tentacle swipe misses. A natural 1. Second tentacle strike misses. Then it goes to try and bite. And then a 20.
Nope.
All miss. Clink, clink, clink. Another one on Valran. That's a natural 20. So first tentacle smacks Valran really good. Second one is a 17. That misses. Okay. And then that's a 24. Yeah, 24. Nice. So he takes 16 points of bludgeoning damage and 11 points of piercing damage. And then he takes... Oh, the last one was the bite. So another 11 points of piercing damage as the bite goes in.
Okay.
This one is going to move 5, 30, 40. Let's grow a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. There he is. Is the tentacle attackable?
No, good question. I was just looking at that. It's a spectral tentacle, and it
Holy
doesn't say anything about having life.
Cool, then he runs right past it. Because if it was physical and meat, it would probably try and eat it. If it isn't, it's just going to push right through. So Narvos with the banjo is being attacked.
Mm-hmm.
And Clarny is also being attacked. What's the range? Ooh, it's actually 10 feet. We're going to spread it out. We're going to spread out the love then. Tentacles are going in the back, and the bite is going to get you two. So Malatar and Craig are going to get hit with tentacles, and Narvos and Clarny are going to try and be bitten.
Very well.
So Malatar, a 21 to hit.
Yep. I'll also do a hellish rebuke on him, but continue.
Okay, and then a 20 to hit.
Is that on me too?
That is also on you. No, it's two tentacles, two tentacles.
Yep, both hit.
Okay, and then dexterity saving throw for me.
DC 15.
Okay, I got a 17. I rolled a 15 on the die.
Okay, I'm gonna do half.
And he saves for nothing.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
When he so this also looks like 4 beasts coming at you, and when you do your hellish rebuke, you see the flame go off on one of them, but it doesn't seem harmed at all. Right.
Hit me.
The damage. Yes. No, I'm gonna do the damage first. That way I don't forget. You take 4 points of bludgeoning and then 8 points of piercing for the first attack. And then 6 points of bludgeoning and 8 points of piercing for the second attack. Umalatar. And now to hit Craig is a 24 to hit Craig.
Yeah, that hit.
And a natural 1.
That misses, actually.
That one whiffs. And you take 7 points of bludgeoning and 7 points of piercing. Love when it works out like that.
Right.
And now 2 attacks, 1 on Narvos and 1 on Clarny. First on Narvos, natural 20.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Second one on Clarny, that's a 10.
That does not hit.
That one's gonna miss, but you hear the clanking with a natural 20. I'm gonna break the banjo. Just as the jaws crunch around Narvos.
That's not good. That's not good.
You hear like this discordant ringing, Eddie, as like
Eddie's looking at this snake.
you very nervously look at the snake to see if it also heard the death wails of the music.
That snake looks
Start
back at
whistling.
The day the music died.
Eddie will whistle.
Narvos, you take 33 points of piercing damage. Just jaws sink into you. That's all of my turns. Conversion.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and cast Walk.
Okay.
I don't think I can reach Eddie. It's everybody.
Eddie has water walking of his own, so it works out.
Yep. I will take a shift over towards Clarny to get side to side with.
Okay, this one's going to swing a tentacle at you.
Okay.
A non-natural 20.
Nope.
Okay, continue. Wax the tentacle.
Bonus action, I will activate the tongue.
Cool.
And it's going to be my turn.
Okie doke.
Elran will stab the one that's behind him.
Cool. This one?
Yep.
There, it does look to be 2, so he has disadvantage.
Okay.
This one also regained its double.
That'll be a 22 to hit.
That hits.
And 6 points of damage.
As the hit goes in, it goes from 2 to 1.
Okay. He will swing at it again.
Cool. So you no longer have disadvantage.
Yeah, but I rolled 11 points. Doesn't hit. Sure.
That one doesn't hit. Yep. Right. Eddie, Buddy.
Well, Eddie's whistling. He's humming the tune.
Go ahead. And make
Please
me
don't bite
a
me.
performance
Please
check.
don't bite me. Please don't poison me.
decent-
Don't kill me. Stay.
And this is going to
away.
be a decent but manageable check that gets harder and harder the longer you have to do this.
You only dodge so many snake strikes. You know what I need? I need a goddamn canvas bag.
A performance check, Eddie.
Performance check. And 15.
Okay, that's good enough. The bird snake does not try and kill you. Still sort of like nodding its head, sort of like, you know what, I might vibe with this.
This is my action, right?
Yeah, that is your action.
Cool. I'm gonna keep walking. Hey, bonus action. Put a Cody on the other shore. I keep walking to this side.
Where did I put it, Cody? I'll summon one. No, there he is. I see him in the river.
He's blue.
It's where's Waldo, but what? Where's the Cody?
Where's the Force Ghost?
Where's the Force Ghost? Okay. Cool. Narvos.
Man, I can do things now.
Yeah, you've got like splinters of banjo in you.
Ouch. Okay, I'm gonna do some spells and stuff. So there's these 3 that are directly like in front of me.
Yeah, well, there's like 6 of them.
Oh, yes, there's numbers of them.
Mm-hmm. There's a pack in front of you.
Yes, that.
That's what this. That's I guess what it looks like to you guys. This is the kind of pressure you should feel yourself being under.
I'm gonna disagree for me. I'm gonna say my passive insight takes care of this, and I know what's going on.
No,
Why?
absolutely not.
Why not?
Because there is no like I see through this illusion check. It is just there's 2 of them.
But no, I keep seeing them suck into each other, so I
but,
know
like,
there's
this-
not really 2 of them. Right?
Yeah, 100%. But this is the kind of pressure
Yeah.
you should feel in terms of like, oh, there's a lot of them. Oh God, which one's the real one? Which one's the real one? Oh no.
Yeah, that part I am worried about.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm gonna do a Hunger of Hadar
Okay.
in that little square or that little circle to get should be all of them.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
Dex saving throws is
Have it saved. Where is it? Saved objects. Owns lines and spheres, everyone.
spheres.
Welcome to my new podcast, Cones, Lines, and Spheres.
I don't want that cone.
I
This
like
is a
math.
sphere, right?
Yes.
How big is it?
That's the next. I think it's
20
15.
20-foot radius.
20 feet.
Radius?
Yes.
Gigantumongous.
It's chonk.
So you toss it like back there, so it's just on them, I assume.
Yes.
Come on, man.
It would have been great if it just stayed that way. Yeah.
If it just
All right. Well, yeah. This
We
is
have an
fine.
idea
This is
of
fine.
what's
We
going
know.
Nice.
got it.
Wow. Great.
Cones,
Love
Lines,
it.
and
I think
Spheres.
this guy can't move. I think it's his head holding it together.
If he dies there.
Right. Okay. Dex saves, you said.
Yes.
First guy got a 23.
Cool.
Second guy gets a 19. Third guy.
Or wait, hold on. No, I'm sorry.
It's a-
This isn't for
one.
right now. This is at their turn.
Oh, well, I'm taking these rolls because they were really good. They were really good.
Well, they
Anyways,
won't
then.
they won't matter for if you end your turn unless you end your turn in there.
Okay, it's one of those. It's a forced movement move.
It's they are now in a void filled with cacophony of soft whispers and slurping noises that can be heard up to 30 feet away. No light, magical, otherwise can illuminate the area, and creatures fully within are blinded.
Okay, and can you see in?
No.
No, I'm going to say
so.
no.
Yeah,
It
I'm
does
going to
not-
say no as well. So that's just gone to you guys. There's just weird Lovecraftian screams and horror and slapping sounds.
meaty slaps.
That's just gone. Next up
Run
is
across.
this guy.
I'm
Gonna
gonna
roll some
back
d8s.
myself up across the river too.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So any creature that starts its turn takes 2d6 cold.
It just takes 2d6 cold.
2d6 cold. Any creature that ends its turn in the area must succeed on a dex saving throw or take 2d6 acid. So you take the cold regardless, and then you have to get out of there successfully, or you take more damage if you fail.
Wild. All right. He's still trying to get out, anyways. Okay. That's his turn. Nope. I mean, if he can't attack, he'll just keep going then.
Is that the guy that was slowed, or
Yep.
is that another one? Okay,
Yes, it is.
just making sure.
Okay, he's out now.
He made it out.
5, 10, 15. All right. That's his turn. Clarny, you're up.
Am I like engaged with these things?
Yep.
I mean, with the ring here, how's that work? Can they even see me?
They cannot
No.
see you, but that does not mean that these creatures cannot smell you.
Am I melee with one now?
You are in melee with several of them.
Okay, I'm gonna swing at that one that's just like right there on my right,
You got it.
and I'm not gonna throw it.
You have to.
Sorry.
You cannot swing at this one.
No, sorry, the one on my on the middle. I guess he'd be the middle of that
This
one. Yeah.
one?
Yes.
Then you have disadvantage.
Okay. All right. Hold on a second.
I'm
still taking-
sorry. Did that one take damage from
It did.
all damage? Okay.
Well,
I
not
didn't
this
remember.
one. Not this one.
No,
yet.
the one that ran out. I didn't remember. I
Yeah.
forgot to. I think roll damage for it. Unless you're doing that on your end.
Oh no.
Okay. Yeah. Let me
Nope.
roll up the cold. 9
Good.
cold.
9 cold. He's actually pretty hurt. He might actually dead.
Does a 17 hit?
Yeah. 17 hits. You just swing into the darkness, hammer down.
Okay. That is 17 damage.
17 damage. Oh wow. Oh wow. Okay. 17 damage. Okay. Anything else, Clarny? You don't see anything, but you come back with like purplish blood on your hammer.
I got something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've only got one action,
Yeah,
so I'm
okay.
good
This
on
is
that.
fine. Right, Craig. Craig, you've
Yeah.
got several creatures over here. Oh, the bags are still here.
Nice bags. Cones, lads, and spheres. Yeah, bro.
They all look pretty hurt. You guys look like you might be starting to beat them back from this initial ambush.
Can I see any of them that aren't?
You can see this one and this one.
But
This one is not
doubled?
split. This
Not
one is not
split?
split
Oh,
because
yeah.
Velran hit it.
All right, I'm gonna Thunderstring,
Okay.
and then pop this guy with Sharpshooter.
Boom. All of you guys hear ringing sounds in your ear.
21 to hit.
Eddies across. Yeah, that hits. Eddies across the river. Like, that's how you get tinnitus.
Plus 15, 32.
And into the river.
Then I'm gonna
Starts floating down the river.
I'll turn to the one to the left of that one
Okay.
and shoot it. Sharpshooter as well.
That's a disadvantage.
Disadvantage on this one. And I still rolled good. Natural 17 and 19. Or that's a lot as well. 33.
Cool. Cool. 2 arrows, and one of them falls into the river and starts floating down on the current. And this one just is sort of like its jugular is pinned to the tree, and it just gurgles and bleeds out as the tentacles fall flat.
I'll back away now across the river since I can walk away.
Right.
Just there, yeah. That's me.
The end of your turn comes Umalatar.
So I'm assuming I know that the tentacle's there because it's controlled by me, so I can move it. Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Okay. I'll like move it one out. I can move it up to 30 feet. So
I think
I'll
you
just
can move it closer. I say you can move
Yeah,
it wherever
exactly.
you can see.
No, I agree. I was just thinking like, would I have to like resummon one? Because exactly, it wouldn't make sense to move it anywhere there, and I can't take an attack because I can't see anything. So, what do I want to do though? There's only one visible to me. Is that correct?
No, nobody's visible to you. Everybody's dead that's visible to you. There's one
okay.
floating down the river, one pinned to a tree over here. Everything else is either in or behind the black bubble.
In that case, I'm going to move to swim across the river.
You can just walk. You've been given water walking.
Oh, okay, cool.
So actually, the surface of the water is very difficult for you to push into.
Well, and then who is the person? Is that Clarny? I'll have the tentacle move next to Clarny.
Okey-doke.
Just trying to think of a spell to hold. Sure, might as well hold Eldritch Blast to hit the first one that is visible that comes out.
Okay. They leave. Between the boom and getting the shit kicked out of them for 9+ damage, because they'll take the cold damage as well, they just scatter to the winds. One of them has like 13 health left, and the other 2 were smaller than the rest. And so they scatter. Eddie, take 5 points of poison damage.
Do I not get to whistle?
The boom stops the whistle for a second and angers the bird snake.
Any does it have to roll to hit me?
Nope. Take 5 points of poison damage. You're holding the snake.
The poison damage. God damn it, Slippy.
Do you think that monstrosity can breathe?
What monstrosity? This bird?
Yes.
It looks like it's breathing.
Yes. Let's go.
Are we still in rounds?
No. Nope.
I'll go over and cast Sanctuary on Eddie. Eddie.
Okay.
So as long as he doesn't attack, people have disadvantage on attacking him.
Mm-hmm.
They have to make a Wisdom check, otherwise they would use their attack on someone else.
Yeah.
Yep. Wisdom saving throw.
Your bird takes 1 point of poison damage.
No, it's in the parapet, right? Or whatever. It's in the necklace.
I
Not by
don't think-
default.
Yeah, not by default. He hangs out with his parrot. He hangs out with his parrot.
I bring Akodi over here. I keep making new Akodis. Parrot lies on someone else's shoulder. Parrot
I mean, I'm pretty sure the parrot had only 1 hit point. So the parrot goes into the
parrot thing now.
goes into the necklace. What are you guys doing? You're noticing the bird snake is getting pretty upset.
Guys,
I'll
whistle with me.
Have you put it in the wicker cage?
It's in the wicker cage, yeah.
Mm.
He's like holding it. He's got 2 hands on the wicker handles, and the bird snake's just like spitting poison at Eddie, and then at Cody, and a Cody, and a Cody, and a Cody.
Mm-hmm.
It keeps disappearing. I keep making new ones. Just
Mhm.
fun.
Sanctuary only lasts for a minute too, but
So eventually it'll return to Eddie.
You must run out of poison eventually.
Maybe one day.
He seems to have that under
How
control.
long do you think it could hold its breath?
Why? Are we gonna drown him?
Put it
Why
in to put it in your bag so it stops hurting us.
Oh. I'm
You
just
think maybe 20 seconds at max before
Yeah.
it becomes chopped like 2 uncooked chicken legs and a piece of snake meat.
Okay. Did I hear the song that Narvos was playing? Well,
Sure, it wasn't like a special song. He was just playing a musical instrument.
I get a.
Are you whistling?
Yeah.
14 performance is, I think, at this moment not good enough.
go back to the
Yeah.
boat. Let's just go. Let's just haul.
Yeah,
Um,
give it to me or Clarny, so at least it's not as bad on the poison front.
Sure. Eddie's okay with that. Hands it off to Clarny.
Okay, Clarny gets it. Clarny gets Slippy. Okay, Clarny, on your earth board, you're going and you're holding this
Oh, he's
wicker
fast
basket
too.
with a snake bird on it. Give me a performance check to try and chill this thing out.
That's gonna be an 18.
An 18, I'm gonna say with an 18, because it takes like an hour and a half, 2 hours to get back. Give me a hot second here. Okay, 2 hours. I'm going to roll. Six in a minute. 60, 120, so 60. You take 100 points of poison damage if you hold it. 110 if you hold it the whole time. Halved to 55 because you have poison resistance.
We can heal you, and you can heal yourself.
And even still, I would make it. That's
Yeah.
literally half my hit points. So I mean, I'm at 101, so a little over half.
You're beefy, bro.
I am a beefy girl.
And yeah. So what now? Now what needs to be decided is Conversion. How interested are you in, as this fades, in the footprints that travel deeper into the jungle? As I'm assuming, Clarny just zooms away on his Earth board.
I'd try to stay behind him with my sprinting and dashing.
Yeah.
I'm not that interested. Really.
Okay. Then you just follow behind, and the group heads back to the ship.
Yeah, I mean, if there's nothing obvious around, not gonna work.
Nope. You across the river, you saw that there were boot prints that just headed that way. You guys have sussed out that it was probably mer people attacking from the waterways. Unclear. It was over a week ago. You know that mer people don't really like to be above water, so.
Yeah, I'm just kind of curious.
I'm curious as to who was here making the paths.
Would you like to bring Slippy back to the ship, and then we'll just like fast forward and you come back?
Yeah.
Want to
Sure,
look
like-
into it?
Like if you actually want to look into it.
Can't say we won't get attacked again.
Oh, probably will by those.
Those things probably not. Those things, unless they have a death wish, they are probably going to lick their wounds.
Just go find out who made the path and
This is out of the mer people's territory, so if they were attacking innocent people, that's not very good.
yeah.
Right.
Sean, I thought this isn't one of the islands. This isn't one of the islands that aristocracy has.
No. No. You're outside of Solnar's in sphere of influence.
There was one at the first bay,
Correct.
and there's like 3 down here.
Yeah.
They don't have any outpost.
Not currently manned. Right. So we send Slippy back. We put Slippy back on the boat. We tell Tim Toothy and Jelly and Trusk to keep watch, keep care of Slippy. Play some music, or avoid, or just like lock Slippy in their own room, their own part of the boat, and don't go near it because you might just die.
I think that's the play.
Yeah.
I show up all green and be like, just put it away.
And then you zoom back. Closing in on towards the end of the day, you guys are traveling through the jungle, following this path. It doesn't take too long. Maybe about like 15-ish, 20 minutes. What would have been done in like less than 10 minutes at a full-blown sprint, you come across this mud stone hut. Not too far away, you see the edge of the jungle on the far side of the island and the beach to the ocean. You can hear the ocean, but you come across this hut, and in the front there are several week-plus-old corpses strewn across the front of this house in various states of decay, beginning of decay.
Mer people corpses?
They are lizard folk, scaled, lizardy features. Many of them are slashed A couple of them have limbs cut off. One of them is impaled with a spear that is still in them.
All right. Considering the type of spear, can we get an idea of whether they were actually folk?
It is a coral spear.
Okay.
Made of underwater material. It looks like there was so much pressure put into the thrust that the bottom third of the spear broke off.
Are there any other bodies?
There is this one, and it looks to be a large, burly lizard folk wearing some like skins, very primitive looking. And then there are two younger looking lizard folk that are probably, a half to ish their size.
Can I get a sense that if the lizard folks would be the ones that would use?
You take a look through the dwelling, and it does seem to be a very primitive, stone spear, stone tools, no metal, lots of bones. The dwelling itself, like all of the sort of like furnishings are either stone or mud, just packed together.
Can I get a sense, looking this, does it look like any of the merfolk were killed and dragged away, or just not
It
have any?
it doesn't look like there was any from what you can tell, it doesn't look like there was any casualties on the merfolk side. Craig, while this is going on, Craig, you will have noticed outside, closer to the ocean, there is a log work area that somebody was using to make seashell art and coral art, and was wrapping the spears and tools with ocean bits and bobs.
Do any of them look like a dragon?
No.
Or made into one.
I don't think these creatures knew what a dragon was.
There's nobody around, though?
No. Just a bunch of dead bodies, boots that continue towards the beach, and then once you reach the beach, the wind has scored any tracks towards the ocean.
So the mer people just wiped out the lizard people on this island?
I mean, there was just one family, but yeah.
Okay.
Heavily implied.
It wasn't like a whole village or like a whole civilization. There was just a family of lizard folk living on the edge of this jungle, living off the land, and the merfolk killed them.
Should we take a head of one of the youngest ones and then bring them back to life in the future?
Would we? That I don't know. Feels wrong. We're keeping the ear because we know them and stuff, and this is just a random child.
Well, when you get brought back to life, you have a choice. So if the kid's fine, he wouldn't come back anyway, right? Throwing it out there.
Good guy, Craig. Behead the dead child so we can bring it back later.
Umalatar goes up to you, Craig. Are you a god as well?
My god? Did you ask if I was a god?
Yeah.
No. I'm barely a man.
How can you bring people back to life then?
I can't, but they will be able to eventually. I've read a lot of books recently in Sonar.
On how to become a god?
No, just on how cleric abilities work.
Right. Anything else before we go back to the ship and sail back to Solnar? Any last inquiries of the situation with the lizard folk family?
He wants to search their belongings for any live mice or rodents. They might
Ye-
cats.
I'll take I'll take all the art stuff they were working on.
Okay. It's, anywhere between 10 to 25 gold worth of, art pieces. Not crazy, but like it was something that somebody was working on in this house. Looking through their stuff, Eddie, you do come across like old tools, and like in the mud walls you see like notches for height and like names written in a language you don't understand. But no mice. And then you see like a live one run across the jungle floor.
I use my whip to entangle it.
Okay. It doesn't. You guys hear a loud crack as the whip cracks out and pulls a vole back for Eddie.
Yes. Yes, everyone. I would like you to meet my new pet vole. I'm a mouse man now.
I think it's dead.
Next week, Mouse Quest.
Mouse quest.
No, this is for Slippy, so it stops getting so it doesn't die on the way back.
Right. You guys go back to the ship.
We might want to get more, actually, if that's the case, if you're worried about it.
Yeah, I'll
don't-
do a couple more on the way
I
back.
will help you.
You pick up a couple more voles on the way back, enough to feed Slippy. It's no problem. There's enough rodents in this jungle for you to like take a hot minute and hunt some small rodents.
Probably get like 10 or so. He probably only needs a mouse.
At one point, you catch an aardvark, and you're like, "That's too big. That's too big." Right. Anything anybody would like to do for the downtime of sailing back to Solnar? 2 weeks of downtime.
We did kill one of those beasts, right?
We did 2. You killed 2 of them. You in one turn killed 2 of them, Craig.
Barney, on the way back here, can you bring this? I want to take its fur, but I don't want to do it out here in the middle of the jungles.
You want me to throw it on my board?
Yeah, or just carry it. You're very strong.
It does not fit on your board. It is a creature larger than your board.
I'm carrying it, but I'm still
Okay.
using my board to go home.
Okay. Sure. You have the strength of a fire giant. It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
Not gonna worry. Okay. You have a displacer beast that you spend your downtime carving up and getting a skin for.
Yeah. You want me to
what
roll?
displacer beast pelled? Yeah, but roll me a survival check. See how you do.
31.
Yeah, you have 1 displacer beast pelt. Clarny, anything you want to do with your board in this time?
Nothing right now. I got some ideas.
Okay. Eddie, you don't have time to train your bird. You spend your whole time just begging Slippy to stop.
Giving rodents over that. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Seems fair. Tending to the bird's poison wound is something else I'll do.
Yeah.
Make sure I have a couple weeks to make sure.
He puts 1 wing in a sling for most of the journey.
I make sure
Okay.
he eats his. I hang out with him when he eats his meal, so he likes me. I do this with both birds.
Okay.
This is a common way to get your pet bird to like you.
Bird facts from Eddie.
Bird.
I'll fish with Clarny too, so he's not doing what he used to do with his buddy by himself.
No problem.
At the end of this, sitting with Slippy for all of his meals, I bet he'll stop trying to bite me.
Yeah. And then he keeps doing it because that's what he's trained to do by nature.
The other one didn't bite.
No, that one's been trained really well by an avian expert.
Yeah, a druid or
Eddie's
something.
not
Bird at this point.
And no, very much a novice.
No.
Very much a novice bird owner. Right, and you guys make it back to Solnar, put the boat in dock, and take Flippy back to the aviation. My friends, you have died. It has been so long that I almost forgot that I sent you out there. Wonderful, wonderful. Come here. What a nice bird. What have you named it? Has it been treating you well?
No.
No and no.
He's a
That's awful.
bird. He's a
Oh.
good bird, but he's a mean bird.
You know, all good birds are good birds, but most birds are also mean birds. So you take it in stride. Quickly, I shall take it. And it instantly starts spewing poison. And he's like, no, quickly. And he throws it into the cage with the other snake bird, and then quickly pulls a drape
It's not
and
even a
gives them
bird.
privacy. So either they will both be dead in an hour, or in 2 hours there will be eggs. These are very magical creatures. They
Wow.
are wonderful. Hopefully, like bunny rabbits, we will repopulate the whole of Solnar with these beautiful creatures. Thanks to you.
Yes. They'll be nicer though, right?
Do
We are
these
like-
creatures
I was
have
gonna
a,
say we're not
Yes, we will
dooming
teach
everyone.
them, and then we will raise the new ones to be kind. Kind of like pigeons. I think they will have a pigeon personality.
do they have a name, these creatures?
Bird snakes.
We're creating the sonar birds.
We created a new superpower on the continent.
I just hope they're not
You remember
invasive.
in Futurama with the owl exterminators.
Unless you have a better name for this type of creature.
I would call them Eddies.
No, I don't think so.
Let's call him William's blessing.
I hate that.
Is-
That's,
We'll call them that, and then when they turn out to be a menace to the city, it will the relationship between Sonar and
Big
Will-
braining this one.
people, which will make it easier to ally Sonar to our cause. That's what I'm thinking.
and he really be playing chess out here.
And you guys thought Eddie was all about birds, but in the end, this was a
Right.
geopolitical move against William.
Just call them Snurds.
I like Snurds. Snurds is very good, my friend. I think that is what we will go with. Snurds.
Well, good.
Perfect. And it's at this point that Craig notices that the big yellow bipedal bird is staring at Eddie from behind a door. It's got half its head and just the eyes peeking above through a doorway. Eddie hasn't noticed, but you have.
I can't speak with animals.
Okay.
And I whisper, hey,
Yeah,
what are you?
I'm a big bird.
I like
And
that.
I'm here to learn that man some letters.
Oh, okay.
And then he very quickly breaks cover and starts sprinting towards Eddie. And Eddie, in your head, you begin to hear A, B, C, D. Sing it with me.
Eddie starts reading the signs of the room. He's like, "Oh shit! Oh fuck! I can read."
I don't want this.
That's where I'm just going to end today's game.
No,
It's
I
just
need to go to the
not-
magic store.
You need to go to the magic. Craig just dips. Craig dips while this event happens. You guys can all watch as Eddie learns the alphabet. this big bird just grabs him, and with wide eyes, Eddie's eyes also go wide. And Eddie, you now know how to read.
And on Eddie, you can see
Can it
light
be
flashing in his
magically regurgitating stuff through its mouth into Eddie's mouth?
Yeah, it's feeding Eddie information like a mother bird.
Baby birding him knowledge.
And that's what all of you are doing. And Craig like takes a couple steps backwards and then just leaves.
I'm leaving.
Yeah.
Craig, what are you getting?
Right now,
Under
is that-
the what's it called? The Mystic Arcanium. Is that
Arcane minded.
right? Arcane mind.
Yes, same
Yeah, I'm
reference.
gonna go there.
I really kept it simple. Cindy meets you downstairs. Hello, what's up?
Cindy, I have something. You're not a craftswoman, yes?
No, I just run the front desk.
Can I talk to the Minotaur? What's his name?
Oh, the orc?
Orc. That's what it
Urag?
was. Urag, yeah.
Urag? Yeah. Urag comes down. He's like, "What's up? What do you need?"
I have this, and I pull out the skin of the displacer beast.
Oh yeah, I see. Yes, we've seen this type of thing before. Yes, you're gonna need to take that to a leather. It's still kind of sticky with the blood.
Yes, I wasn't sure what to do with it.
But it's got an inherent enchantment in the skin. These types of creatures, and they can be made into a type of cloak that gives you the same kind of.
But you
thing.
can't do that.
It definitely needs to be far more processed
Okay.
than this before it
Is there
comes
somewhere
into
around
mind.
here that's good for
Yeah,
them?
there's several leather workers.
Right. Do you want me to say that do you want me to tell them you sent me to them so you get like a bump
Sure,
back on
yeah,
your...
yes, but then just tell, like, commission the order, and then tell them to send it to me, and I will
And
do
you'll
the
give it-
enchant.
Yes, perfect. All right, I'll go do that now. Thank you.
Yes, wonderful, and we'll do a price when I give it to you, because you trusted customers at this point. I'm not really concerned about that. We'd have you killed if there was anything wrong with you at this point.
Oh,
He turns
really
around
appreciate that, yes.
and goes back into his little arcane.
Nice, I'll go do that.
Okay, yeah, you go do that. Since you're working with Arcane Minded, don't worry about paying the leather worker. I'll just be like commissioned through that.
Cool.
He's essentially having you do the legwork that he doesn't want to do.
Yeah.
Cool. Anything else, everybody?
I think I'm all set.
All right.
Yeah.
Good night.
Bye.